hope there's some left.
Are going to get right to the good stuff, and I do mean good stuff. If you have a sweet tooth, this segment is for you. I am joined by Joe McNamara. She's the owner and chief caramel maker of Millie's Caramels, and you are here to show us some wonderful, wonderful recipes and deliciousness. And you're going to be making
chocolate chip cookies stuffed with caramel.
Chocolate chip cookies stuffed with caramel. And there's one sitting on this plate, and the caramel is just oozing out of the side. It looks so wonderful. And you gave me a sample. It's great. First off, how did you come up with the name Millie's?
Millie was my grandmother.
It's your grandmother.
Yes.
So this is a very special business to you. How did you get started in caramel making?
Well, I used to make caramel sauce, and then for Halloween one year I wanted to make caramel apples, and it did not work at all. So I took the caramel, cut it up, wrapped it, took it to work, and my coworkers loved it, and I thought, okay, I can make a business out of it.
So you didn't let the apple fiasco, the caramel apple fiasco set you back. You said, you know what, let's do something else, and let's continue making caramels. And how many different flavor caramels do you make?
I have about 9 right now, but I rotate them seasonally, and I'm constantly trying new ideas.
Okay, well, we're going to make some chocolate chip cookies stuffed with caramels. And what do we need to do? I'm going to put my gloves on.
Absolutely. You can use your favorite chocolate chip cookie recipe, any recipe you'd like. Okay. The first step is to cream your butters and sugars together.
Okay.
I'm just going to take some butter and some brown and some white sugars, put them all together.
And you go into farmers markets?
I do, yes.
What do people tell you? Because that's a great place to eat a little, you know, sample.
I give out samples of all the flavors, and people love them, and it's very encouraging.
Very encouraging.
It's nice to watch people try it and actually like it.
And it's nice because you can get instant feedback.
Yes.
Maybe you need to modify the recipe.
Yes.
Do you change recipes a lot?
I do. I'm always tweaking. So like this cookie recipe was kind of a combination of several, and I find something that works for me. And there's sometimes failures.
Of course, and that's the best part about being your own, you know, the owner of the business. If you fail, you can just pick yourself back up.
Try something new.
That's right.
Yeah.
So this is going to be our finished.
That's going to be our finished dough. Next, you take your flour.
Okay.
And this is salt and baking soda. And then one of my favorite secret ingredients is whole ground vanilla bean. And I actually get this from a local company who sells it here in town.
Why do you like it so much?
It adds a super awesome vanilla essence. I use it in my brownies. I use it in the salted vanilla bean caramel. It's really great.
Where can we get it?
That is a local company, Wild Beans Vanilla.
Wild Beans.
They have a website. Yes.
Oh, nice. So we can get some whole vanilla beans.
Yep. Just whisk those together. Then you're going to add them into your butter and sugar in a couple additions. And the butter and sugar, thank you. The butter and sugar, you do want to cream longer than I did, about 5 minutes to really emulsify them.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do that one.
And how can folks get your caramels if we're not at the farmer's market? Do you do online orders?
Yep, online ordering. I have an online shopping cart, super easy. I can do local delivery and pickup too, so if you don't want to pay for shipping.
Local delivery and pickup.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. And how does it feel to be a business owner? You're a young lady. Does it feel good? Does it feel empowering?
It does. I'm kind of a serial entrepreneur, so I really like doing it.
But you have a part-time job in addition to doing this.
Yes.
Does that let you know, you know what, if this thing doesn't work out for me,
It does. It's encouraging to have something else to do.
Yeah.
But someday this might take off, you know, and it could be my full-time thing. That'd be awesome.
You never know. And the fact that you named it after your grandmother, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. It's very sentimental to you,
yes,
I'm sure.
Absolutely. So there'd be a little more mixing involved, but the next step you would do is to add your chocolate chips.
And these are homemade. This is a homemade recipe, but you said we can take whatever chocolate chip recipe
you could even use the tubes of chocolate chip cookie if you want to and just slap some caramel in the middle. You don't even have to make it yourself.
Oh, that's even easier.
Yeah.
Right.
So then you would just stir these up, get them all mixed in really good.
And do you ever taste a caramel and go, ugh? This is not so delicious.
I am partial to my caramels, but there are other good caramel makers out there for sure. So the next step is to make your cookies.
Okay.
So you're going to take a little bit. You can even use like a tablespoon measuring if you wanted to be precise. You don't have to.
How much should it be?
About a tablespoon. Yep. And you kind of flatten it out.
Okay.
And then you take one of your caramels. Open her up.
And which flavor?
These are the salted vanilla bean, but you could absolutely use any flavor. I think the peanut butter and honey would be great in there. Even
peanut butter, honey. Give me some of the flavors that you do. Peanut butter,
and honey. I have a spicy chili would be good in there.
Spicy chili.
Yep.
Ooh.
Rosemary and pepper would be good. So I just kind of flattened the caramel out to make it fit into the ball. And then you would take another ball.
Here, you can take my ball.
Oh, thank you. Perfect. Put it on top. and then you just kind of press them together.
Ooh, so that's going to be a big old cookie.
It's going to be a big cookie.
Wow.
And you want to really seal them well because the caramel can leak out. You know, you've seen those Pinterest disasters where they try to make the stuffed cookies and it just melts everywhere. So this way you want to seal it really good, and the other secret is to freeze them.
Freeze them.
Yes.
Now, after we make
After I made it into the ball, you want to freeze this for a couple of hours.
Do we need to wrap it in any
No,
sort of
you can
wax paper?
You can wrap it in plastic wrap if you wanted to, or
Okay.
just put it in a cookie sheet in your freezer.
How long in the freezer?
A couple of hours till they're nice and frozen, and that will keep them from melting all over your cookie sheet. Because the caramel has a tendency to leak out.
Love that. Okay,
yeah,
well, we're going to continue to make some more balls, and we put those in, pop them in the oven for how long?
When they're frozen, they'll need a little longer, maybe about 20 minutes. If they're not frozen, 13 minutes or so.
Okay, and this is what we get afterwards.
Yes.
When we pull it out. Look at this. It is so, look at that caramel just oozing out of the side. Okay, I'm going to have you cut this because I don't want to. I don't want to sink my teeth into it because I'm
We'll
sure
just break it
there's
open.
going to be a lot.
And the caramel does kind of incorporate itself into the cookie.
At that. Wow.
Yes.
Oh, I know. The studio is going on. All right, I'm going to take a bite. It is so good. It is really good.